There is a new home for Yankee baseball in the Bronx, new Yankee Stadium, as it'll be the site for this edition of Major League Baseball presented by The Show. Coming up, we've got a battle, and I mean battle, between a couple of neighbors here in the Big Apple and a rematch of the 2000 World Series, as it'll be the New York Mets taking on the New York Yankees. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Dave Campbell and the Wonder Dog Rex Hudler, I'm Matt Vasgersian as we get set to bring you the call on what should be a good one here. And Soup, we turn to you first. What are you going to be keeping an eye on most in this one?
Well, one thing you can always count on is that Derek Jeter will make his presence felt. This guy is such a leader. He's the kind of guy that gives everything to his ball club, and guys really look to him to lead the way.
All right, Dave, we'll hear from Rex shortly, but now let's check out the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets. It's brought to us by State Farm. Call, click, or visit and start saving today. Leading things off is the shortstop Jose Reyes. Right behind him in the 2 spot, second baseman Luis Castillo. David Wright bats third, and he'll be at third base. Carlos Beltran is the cleanup hitter. He'll be in center. Former Rookie of the Year Jason Bay follows. He's in left. Fernando Tatis will be at first base and hit sixth. Behind him, Jeff Francoeur out in right. Angel Pagan will bat eighth and be the DH this afternoon. Omir Santos finally will round things out behind the plate. He'll bat number 9. And they'll have a tough task ahead of them indeed, as they'll have to go to work against the big fella, the MVP of last year's ALCS, left-hander CC Sabathia. A look there at the Yankees defense, anchored by a 3-time Gold Glove winner Mark Teixeira at first and a 4-time winner at short, the captain Derek Jeter. Out of the third base dugout now is Jose Reyes, and we are ready for baseball from the Bronx. And he shows bunt on the game's first pitch as this misses for ball 1.
Not hard to lay off down there.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Two and two now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Luis Castillo. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
Yeah, looking to run that thing back to the low inside corner, but that's not one guys will chase very often.
One 0 pitch now. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. Too high, ball 3.
And you could just see Sabathia rear back and overthrow that one. He's got to relax and find his spots here.
Payoff pitch one more time. To the shortstop, Jeter. Throw is low, but good hands over there by Teixeira at first as he digs it out.
Well, it would appear he's brought his good stuff to the mound as he sets down the first couple of guys here in the game.
David Wright digs in at the plate. And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. One on the way. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes the count now.
Trying to backdoor him, but it stays outside just a bit.
Now the 2-2 pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. On deck is the dangerous Carlos Beltran. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. State Farm again has the starting lineup for the Yankees, and it looks like this. Leading things off is Derek Jeter. He, of course, will play shortstop. Nick Johnson bats second. He'll be the DH this afternoon. In the 3-hole, the powerful Mark Teixeira. He's at first. Next is the 2005 American League MVP, Alex Rodriguez. He's at third. Behind the plate and batting next, the switch-hitting Jorge Posada. Then comes the promising Robinson Cano. He'll play second base. Behind him is Nick Swisher out in right. Curtis Granderson bats eighth and plays center. Randy Wynn will bat number 9. He is in left. And this lineup will have its work cut out for it as they'll square off against perhaps one of the best in the business right now, the 2-time Cy Young Award winner, Johan Santana. And a look at the Mets alignment behind him, led by a 2-time Gold Glove Award winner, David Wright at third base, and a 3-time winner, Carlos Beltran in center field. Derek Jeter. Will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. And there's ball 1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. Nick Johnson will stand in for the first time here. Now a ball lined towards center field.
No wasting any time there, Matt. He gets the fastball to begin the at-bat and just shoots it right back where it came from.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
And he's going to need to rein that one in a bit because he'll get beat if he keeps leaving pitches up.
Now it's 2-0.
Boy, and even when that thing misses, that's a good pitch.
He's running towards second. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. And Teixeira able to lay off again as they don't want to give in. It's 3-1. Alex Rodriguez is on deck. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
And at 3-1, you can afford to look for something up a little, so he wasn't going to bite on that low one.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Might have been trying to overthrow that one a bit.
And he can't get A-Rod to bite on it. It's 2-0. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now. And it misses. 3-1 now.
And you don't want hitters to fall into that comfort zone up there, so a good idea to run the fastball in that time.
Oh, he had him fooled there. It's 3-2 now.
And keep an eye on the runners here. We'll see if they start him with one out.
Full count pitch on its way.
Second walk already here in the first inning. He's just setting himself up to make this a short outing if this continues.
Jorge Posada. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
One of the secrets of his longevity in this game: work fast, change speeds, and throw strikes.
Comes set, now the pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. On the ground is short. This could be 2. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2 with no score. Carlos Beltran leads things off now in the top half of the second. And this one runs up high, ball one.
Might have wanted to go up and get that one, but wisely laid off.
Here it comes.
Put him on ice.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Looked like a fastball that time. Started out in the outside part of the plate, but he's able to get the bat head through and wrap it up the middle for the base hit.
Jason Bay will be the batter. Look, and a throw to first by Sabathia. Sabathia really putting all of his body behind that fastball. It's strike one. Lead by Beltran, and now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as Bay falls behind 0-2. Goes the other way with a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. So a two-run homer down the line in right field as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Well, this is one of those I thought might scrape the paint, just making it over the right field wall, but it actually ends up clearing by a reasonably good margin.
Fernando Tatis will step in now. Here's the pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, you're always looking to keep guys honest with fastballs on the inside part of the plate.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike two.
And he's helping him out there, but those look so inviting floating over like that.
Two-two pitch on the way. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. 3-2 now.
Looks like it had him fooled a bit, but it couldn't hit the target.
And that misses for ball 4.
Yeah, and that won't be lost on his teammates. That was a great at-bat.
Jeff Francoeur steps in now. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And pitch location has definitely been a problem for him here early on. He's got to stop leaving those pitches over the plate.
Look over from Sabathia. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Good patience there to stay back and watch that all the way.
Out of play. A runner at first with no outs here. From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way.
Well, let's have a look and see where this thing is. Low inside corner, usually a good spot, but obviously they didn't do their homework because this is a guy that can handle that pitch.
Angel Pagan. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
Not a bad spot to miss. He might even go chase it out there.
None out, runners at first and second. Line hard into left. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the runner will score from second.
Well, that's 4 straight hits he's surrendered now, and that's a good job by the catcher to go out there and try and calm him down.
Omir Santos will get his first shot at it here. Ball 1. 3 runs already home here. (1-0) on the way. Ball hit out towards Cano at second.
Yeah, he got him.
Bottom line, just drive the run in. Doesn't matter how pretty it is, that's your one job. Well done there.
Jose Reyes will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch coming. On the ground for A-Rod. Throw to the plate. Tag there from Posada, and he's out at the plate.
Taking a real chance trying to score here, and it winds up not panning out for him as the batter holds safely at first.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and stepping in now is the second baseman, Luis Castillo. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
And with Teixeira on the bag at first, that means there's a big opening on the right side here.
2 out with a man at first. Reyes holding. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Swisher's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. Mets out in front, 4-0. Robinson Cano will start things off in the bottom of the second. And that misses for ball 1.
And he buzzed him with that one a bit.
The pitch. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Good job of holding off there.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Nick Swisher. Curtis Granderson. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
You can see just not getting the hands through the zone quick enough to tackle that fastball in the inside half.
Hit one hard right here.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. Swing and a line drive. Oh, and a beautiful diving catch there will end the inning as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 4-0. David Wright will stand in.
Get this guy on strike, away.
Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here for David Wright as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Little doubt about that one, and we'll check out the distance on our majestic home run tracker, and you'll see that one checks in at an even 420 feet. He got every bit of that thing.
Carlos Beltran. too high, 1-0.
And here in the early stages, he's already up over 40 pitches now.
The next pitch. Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Granderson, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. Jason Bay. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle.
Nice play there by the second baseman going to his right. He's got the option of either backhanding this or going for the sliding stop, and he decides on the latter and turns it into a fine play.
Fernando Tatis will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time.
Yo, face this guy.
Good fastball from Sabathia to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Fastball, and that ran in on him as he had to limbo out of the way that time. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
Foul ball.
Ready with another 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Jeff Francoeur would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Swinging a ball bounced back up the middle.
And Matt, that's fun to watch. The more pitches you see in it at bat, the more chance you have of locking in on one, and he came through there.
Jeff Francoeur. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1.
Not a bad idea to work him up and in here with that hard stuff.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Mets lead this one 5-0. Randy Winn makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Let a good pitch go by, but at least he gets the sense of how quick that fastball's getting on him.
One out here in the Yankees' 3rd inning, and in steps Derek Jeter. First pitch to him. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
Yeah, trying to get him to chase out there, but that ball had too much tail on it.
On the ground for the shortstop, Reyes. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow!
This pitch was basically begging to be hit a long way, but all he could do with it was hit a ground ball for the out.
Nick Johnson will stand in on a base hit his first time around. And oh my gracious, where did that pitch miss? It's called ball 1. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And this is tracked down on the run, and with that, the side is retired. So very nice work there by Santana, and it remains a 5-0 ball game. Angel Pagan will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Omir Santos. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Got to be careful here, though. Don't give him another fastball right down the gut.
Line hard. Foul. Here's the 0-2 from Sabathia. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And this is just an instance of being overmatched by a fastball. He was way late on that one.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And at least he's keeping that thing low. He won't get hurt down there.
Now the pitch. Swing and a hard ground ball to third.
Well, this is a guy that will kill you if you leave the ball up. And have a look. That's exactly where this thing is.
Luis Castillo will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on the way. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1.
Get this guy on strike, all right? No, he's in there. Strike.
Once more, a throw over.
No.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. On the ground to second. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mets are out on top, 5-0. Mark Teixeira. Will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. And the pitch. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And no swing apparently, ball 1.
Deceiving pitch there. Good job to hold up in time. The
1-2 now to Teixeira. Low for a ball as he battles back from down 0-2 to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Sign of a smart hitter right there.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Don't know how well you see this, but here's a look from Dirt Cam. And yeah, you can see right there, that's right on the inside corner. That's a tough pitch.
Alex Rodriguez will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Lays off 1-0.
And if there's one guy in this lineup you don't want to fall behind, A-Rod's the one.
One 1-0 pitch now. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. And he misses 2-1. In there, 2-2.
Don't think he liked the call right there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
We'll get a look at this from Dirt Cam. This is normally a pitch A-Rod can do something with, but not this time as he gets set down right here.
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th, and in steps Posada. And oh my gracious, where did that pitch miss? It's called ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. David Wright. At the knees, strike 1.
And one of the reasons this guy's been in the bigs for so long is that he knows the importance of first pitch strikes.
Here it comes. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
He's in the palm of your hand.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is hauled in on the run for the out, and he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
Looked like those two were going to collide for a minute, but the right fielder backs off and lets the center fielder put it away.
Carlos Beltran. And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0.
Yeah, trying to take back control of that inside part of the plate. That's where you want to be.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. And that's in there, 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Jason Bay waits on deck. And he misses, ball 4.
Yeah, he just hadn't really been effective to this point, and there's no sign he's going to suddenly turn it around.
A new pitcher set to take over. The Louisiana-born right-hander Chad Gaudin gets the call. Jason Bay. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And the infield's into double play depth here as a ground ball could get him out of the inning.
He's set, now the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time, ball 1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside, the throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Well, they guessed right on the pitch out right there, and this guy has just hung out to dry.
Now a ball hit back up the middle. Fernando Tatis. In the dirt, and now let's see.
And that runner's flat-footed that time. He's got to be moving on those.
Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs, a ball and a strike. Sign from Posada, now the 1-1. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Home half of the fifth coming up. The Mets lead it 5-0. Robinson Cano will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And he's just saying, here's my fastball, try and hit it. Got him in an 0-2 hole now.
And a good fastball here as he pops him up back behind second base. Reyes. Will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Hit hard. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw to first, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs. Curtis Granderson. And the first pitch is right by him to the backstop. So an interesting start to the at-bat there. It's 1-0. 1-0 on the way. Now a swing and a high pop out that looks to be headed beyond the pitcher's mound. Castillo will put this one away, and the side is retired. So 5 shutout innings for him thus far. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Mets out in front, 5-0. Jeff Francoeur will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Get this guy on strike, away!
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right.
Pretty darn good back control there as he's a little late on this one, but still finds a way to slice it down the line for extra bases.
Angel Pagan. And that's in there for strike 1. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Thought off the crack of the bat they were going to be able to get him at first, but he's picking him up and putting him down and gets himself an infield hit.
Omir Santos will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
You know, after two singles to start the inning, you at least need to be able to move those runners over to second and third with one out. Now a ground ball could get him out of the inning.
Jose Reyes will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And obviously a double play ball would be big here, as it would get him out of the inning.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Pause, now the pitch. Grounded, foul. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
And this works in the outer half of the plate in, but it runs a bit too much.
From the stretch. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Luis Castillo. And that misses, ball one. Two down, runners at first and second. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Outside with that delivery, and it's 3-0 now. David Wright would be next. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. The 3-1 is on the way. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
Runners will be off with the pitch now, so a ball in the alley would be big trouble.
A good changeup there as this is lifted into the air out towards center field. Granderson. Nine, 1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. The Mets lead this one 5-0. Randy Wynn will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the sixth. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Here's the pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And no shot for Francoeur. This is a fair ball heading for the corner. But it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
Pretty darn good bat control there as he's a little late on this one, but still finds a way to slice it down the line for extra bases.
Derek Jeter will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready now, the pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
And he'll think about inside outing that thing if it's over the plate a bit more.
Swing and a shot toward right center. And he's going to get there to make a fine running catch, and there's your first out of the inning. Nick Johnson. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1. Comes set, now the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a liner. First pitch coming. And now a sharply hit ball toward the right side as this gets foul past the coaching box. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Boy, and hitters really hate seeing that thing run up and in like that.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A 2-1 offering. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And the dangerous Alex Rodriguez looms in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, that looked pretty good there, but it's a pretty good job by the catcher to come out and give him a pat on the back and get him to refocus here with 2 outs.
Alex Rodriguez will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way.
Pretty darn good back control there as he's a little late on this one, but still finds a way to slice it down the line for extra bases.
Jorge Posada. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. He's set, now the pitch. And Posada can't make contact with that. He's behind 2 strikes. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. 7th inning coming up. The Mets are out on top, 5-1. David Wright will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Freeze them!
Swing, hard hit ball to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Starting to get late for the hometown pinstripers. Matt Vasgersian, Dave Campbell, Rex Hudler. We come to you from New Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Carlos Beltran. And that misses inside, 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Yeah, not a pitch you could extend on. That's a good spot.
Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Well hit to right.
Double.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Granderson will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Well, he's made it through 2/3 of these 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Let's see if he can set them down in order.
Jason Bay will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
He got away with that pitch, Matt, but his veteran know-how was nowhere to be seen there.
Now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as Bay falls behind 0-2. And they just waste one there. 1-2.
Get the strikeout.
2 out, nobody on. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Mets out in front, 5-1. Robinson Cano will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. And he takes ball 1.
And he's got enough in the tank for another inning or 2, but he's closing in on 80 pitches now, so that's worth keeping an eye on.
Fouled back. And this looked to be on the outside corner, but it's called a ball anyway. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
He can't.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Nick Swisher will be next. Swing and a liner. Foul. And he got him.
Boy, that's a beauty right there. As a hitter, you see fastball out of his hand, then boom, it's gone. Great pitch.
Nick Swisher. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
Yeah, and he'll look for something a little higher here.
Curtis Granderson. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Swing and a hot shot toward third.
Took these guys a few innings to get warmed up, but after finally breaking the ice in the 6th, they're looking for more here in the 7th.
Randy Wynn will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. And a foul ball straight back. Now ball hit pretty well to left field. Going back is Bay, but he can just turn and watch it sail out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Tried to get a little greedy with the fastball that time. I think he's got a pretty good idea this pitch is coming because he wasted no time turning on this baby.
Derek Jeter. Too low, 1-0.
And even when you're missing low with the fastball, it can still effectively set up your other pitches.
Grounded to right at third. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mets lead this one 5-3. David Robertson is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Fernando Tatis will stand in. He popped out in his last time. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. No outs, nobody on. A good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he might be 24, but he's throwing here like he's a 10-year vet.
just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And a fastball here is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Win. Is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Jeff Francoeur. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And this thing starts out a strike. That's a tough pitch to lay off.
1 out, nobody on. In for strike 2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Here's the full count offering. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
Well, when you're a hitter, that's not a pitch you expect to see 3-2. I mean, that's a big curveball, and he really turned it over well.
Angel Pagan. Ball 1.
Looks like he might be getting squeezed a little bit there.
One 1-0 pitch now. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a liner towards second. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Mets are out on top, 5-3. A new pitcher to tell you about here as they turn things over to the lefty specialist Pedro Feliciano. Nick Johnson will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. Foul. And don't know how you let that go, but it's called a ball, 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Boy, and that's not what you'd consider a sweeping slider. That's a nasty slider. Tough to do anything with that.
Mark Teixeira. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. And the pitch. Swung on and missed by Teixeira, and they've got him right where they want him now. 0-2. And now time is going to be called here. Didn't see exactly what happened, but it looks like he's in some obvious discomfort after that last delivery. Pat Mish will be summoned now to take over following the injury. Bases are empty, one man out. The pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And he's got that thing falling right through the zone here.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Alex Rodriguez will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch high and away for ball one.
Yeah, and when you leave it up in the hitter's eyes like that, he knows enough not to chase out there.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard to second. Castillo has it. We've played 8 full. Mets out in front, 5-3. Omir Santos. Ninth inning underway as the first pitch misses for ball one.
Boy, he got the benefit of the doubt at the plate that time. That looked pretty good.
And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Now a ball hit towards Jeter. And some trouble now for Jeter. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. So that'll go on books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Jose Reyes. Now a ball lined to the right side.
A couple of guys on base here as they look to perhaps get a few insurance runs here in the late innings.
Luis Castillo. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Has a look, now the pitch. And this one will be out of play off to the left.
That's a foul ball.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2.
And that's a good two-strike pitch there, as now it might be just to set up something away.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Oh, and a very big first out right there for the Yankees, as those runners are stuck right where they are.
Fouled back. Now a fastball that's popped up, out towards short right field.
And guys, this is definitely a veteran move here by Posada. With the bases loaded, he'll head out there for a quick pep talk just to calm his pitcher down a bit.
Alfredo Aceves has a tough assignment here with the bases loaded and one away. In there, 0-1.
Getting ahead, always a key when you're facing a guy like this.
From the belt, the pitch, and he lays off for ball one. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Looks pretty good out of the bullpen so far.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball, and this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there. Softly to third, this could be two. Cano for one. Back to Teixeira, and it's not in time as they just get the one.
He knew that all he needed was a ground ball to get the run home, and he was able to drive him in.
Jason Bay will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
They set up away that time, but he couldn't quite hit a spot with a bender.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. In there, 2-1. Oh, right down Main Street with that one, 2-2.
And I'll tell you, he better not start falling in love with that location, because that's a spot where he's going to get burned.
The 2-2 coming. Runners off for second. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right and up into the crowd. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 2 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Mets lead it 6-3. Coming in now in the 9th to try and finish this one out, the hard-throwing Francisco Rodriguez. Jorge Posada. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Now the pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Francoeur has to back up a bit, but he has it shy of the wall for the first out.
As a manager, you're always more comfortable when that closer comes in and gets you the first out of the inning.
Robinson Cano.
Chased the fastball up and out of the zone that time. Don't know how he quite got on top of that, but he did, and he's retired.
Nick Swisher. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. And he takes a cold strike 1.
This pitcher knows after all these years he got away with one there.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Down to their last strike, so they certainly have their backs up against it.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Very enticing, but a good job holding up.
And the pitch.
Boy, and anytime you can go on the road and come away with a victory, you will take it. These guys played with a lot of character this afternoon, and the result is going to speak for itself.
Time to hand out Topps Player of the Game honors for this one. And guys, I think we can all agree that this fellow right here deserves it more than anybody that took the field in this one.
Yeah, Matt, you can see a couple of hits, including an important home run, and he really supplied the difference in this game as far as I'm concerned.
So that'll just about wrap things up here in this one. For Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler, this is Matt Vasgersian saying thanks for joining us here this afternoon. Once again, the final score, the Mets come out on top 6-3. This has been a presentation of MLB 10 The Show. For more, log on to MLB10theshow.com. So long, everybody.